Welcome to Voices of Knowledge. Today's interview is titled Marketing with a Concise, Rethinking Consumers, Sustainability and Service in Modern India. We are honored to have Professor Dr. Kavita Gowda, a distinguished scholar in management and an expertise in service marketing, consumer behavior, CSR, and rural marketing and green marketing. Through this conversation, we will explore how marketing today is evolving beyond sales towards responsibility, ethics, and sustainability. Thank you, Professor, for
Thank
joining
you.
us today. And it's a pleasure to have you with us in the YouTube channel, Voices of Knowledge.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine as well.
So, could you share what inspired you to specialize in areas like in all these areas which you have specialized? And over these years,
Yeah.
so how you have seen the Indian consumer have evolved, and particularly in the rise of digital platforms and in the changing lifestyles?
So coming to marketing, choosing a specialization, it is a realization that I got to know. I felt that after working in the area of marketing, selling insurances, I feel that I'm more and better when it comes to connecting myself with the consumers. Now, coming to green marketing, social responsibility, it is something that is very much required these days by all organizations to survive and grow profitably. And coming to how the consumers are evolving, yes, consumers are evolving even in India for that matter, especially when it comes to increased digital literacy, I should say. So when it comes to increased digital literacy, thanks to all these, access to information at the fingertip, which makes any consumer across to search about a product, compare about the product, review. They also see the testimonials, reviews of many other consumers. And another thing is social media influencers are also growing these days, especially platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All these speak about product discovery, review, and they influence recommendations also. Coming to e-commerce, when you speak about India, India comprises of huge rural consumers as well. So it's around 65% that consumers live in the rural environment. Even they are, digitally very much educated, and thanks to the smartphone penetration, due to which even consumers today in rural area also are very much aware, updated. Even they are referring to even Misho for that matter. Misho app, they have Misho app on their phones. They are also ordering things online. They know what is Amazon. They know Facebook. Even they are making TikTok videos also for that matter, or in terms of customer satisfaction, product use, reviews, all these are spreading very much. So I'm glad that Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra, they have really revolutionized the retail landscape.
So India
Yeah.
took Vasudeva Kutumbakam in a serious way in the digital
Yes,
platform as
yes,
well.
yes,
So
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So when you come to the today's digital economy where
Hmm.
services dominate over products,
Hmm.
how can business create trust and long-term relationship with customers? Because this is being very lack. Few customers do feel a lack between the service providers and the customers. So
Hmm.
what is your views on it?
Yeah, see now, today it is survival of the fittest, and especially in digital economy, you cannot cheat so easily, because once you cheat, things becomes viral. You will get caught, and it becomes viral. So you should be very careful in this, digital economy. So that's the reason why what I feel is transparency and authenticity is very important. So when we speak about transparency or authenticity, what I'm trying to say is, clear communication should be there. You should ensure that your products offerings are clearly informed. Don't overpromise and underperform. So what I will say is, be it price, terms and condition, written policies, these to be clearly communicated. And you must also the reviews and the feedback, encourage real consumer reviews, honest one, whether positive or negative. If positive happen, good. If negative happens, how have you worked on it? See, there cannot you cannot say that a business initially started and till now, if it is existing, you cannot say they never came across any problems. You cannot say that they never came across any negative reviews. So there will be customers who would have come across positive and negative experiences. Positive is always excellent, but if negative happens, you should take it open heartedly, and you should make incorporate changes. You should correct it and post it back to customer, get back to customer, follow with the customer, fix the problem. That is where, we say in services marketing, service failure happens, but then service recovery is also very much important. Yes, we also say do things right the first time, but still we cannot say that any business is foolproof, that it never will have any mistakes or problems from there. And another thing is, digital platform is, and is another a challenge when it comes to data privacy. So with rising concern about data security, being transparent about how customer data is collected, stored and used is very much important. So your policies should also include data privacy. And then when it comes to the evolving consumers because of digital platform, I will say even in services, personalization is very much important. Tailored recommendations, content, their behavioral insights, all these are very much important. Many a times I get personalized communication. If I flight Indigo, I would have definitely given some information to them. And every time there is an offer on Indigo, they get back to me, they keep on updating me. So now Netflix is another best example when it comes to services marketing. So I liked one movie, and based on that, I just gave my say thumbs up, like. Then when I loved the movie, I just clicked on that.
Hmm.
It gives three option: not for me, liked it, loved it. So whenever I give loved it, it gets me back the next day when I'm searching. I think you will love these movies. They said it becomes easy for me to now look at what I want for this weekend than searching, because Netflix is doing its role. So you see, personalized kind of search in terms of movies or series, it is doing it for me.
So is it like a search engine optimization?
Yes, yes, very true, very true.
Okay. So as the world have saw the COVID-19 pandemic,
Hmm.
so when we look into the post-pandemic,
Hmm.
the consumer expectation have changed dramatically.
Hmm.
So how services industries adopt to a new experience-driven customer mindset?
Yes, that's a good one. Definitely, COVID was a big disaster the whole world faced. But something good that I saw because of COVID is this online presence, all that. At the same time, hygiene. Even after COVID, if someone sneezes around me in the airport, I go a little far away. Earlier, the sneeze was not making me run away from a person, but then hygiene is taking its importance everywhere. Especially, when you are in restaurants, hygiene, or in the airport or airlines, such a lot of concern is taken care, based on all these areas. So customer experience especially is a very core strategy before or during COVID or post COVID also. This is very important. Especially, organizations are no longer offering a service, they are offering a experience, seamless experience. If I go to a hair for a haircut, my experience there. If I'm in an airline, it's not just I'm taking a ticket from Bangalore to some other destination, but in between, it's the experience that is making me feel good. So today it's all about digital first, but not digital only, because at the end of the day, it is customer relationship management to be taken care by human beings, is what I say.
So even the customers feel that human touch should be there when they give on to their
Yes.
feedback on the services.
Yes, you can use chatbots, you can use virtual agents, you can use AI driven personalization, all that is fine. But see, when I'm traveling in an airline, so the crew member, so everywhere, see, like if I'm in need of a particular, if suppose that day I'm unwell, if I tell, so now they are there to help me out to understand my need or my problems better. So AI definitely helps you, digital technology or digital platform definitely helps you, but yes, human touch by a human is always important.
So, what do you think about the corporate social responsibility, that is the CSR,
Yeah.
have become a buzzword when among the people?
Hmm.
So, but how can organizations ensure that their CSR efforts are authentic rather than just a marketing tool?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. Earlier, CSR was existing from a long time. It's just that now it is again transformed a lot. They have become more authentic. Earlier, like a corporate was giving 2%, to an NGO, but they were not knowing how, whether they're really not. Few NGOs used to mislead, or probably were not managing what they were getting. Say, I mean to say funds. But now what I'm seeing is corporates are volunteering themselves to go and do something good. Some corporates are adopting villages, so they bring, so when they are adopting village, they are bringing literacy, or probably they are teaching them in terms of women empowerment, or probably not just literacy, digital literacy also. These things are happening. So it's good that government says 2% of it you should contribute as a CSR, but many people are doing more than this.
Hmm.
So I had been to recently to Jayadeva Hospital, which is in Bangalore. And when I went there, one part is an old building, and the other part is totally innovated. You know what? It seems Infosys has contributed 500 crores. They never mentioned it anywhere about it. So that is something which they are doing without even mentioning it. This is corporate social responsibility has gone way beyond what rules and regulations that government has fixed towards the organization. Like this, so Tatas have also done a lot. So finally, some percentage of their earnings, if they're giving it back to the society from where they're getting in an authentic, genuine way, that is really good. Yeah.
So, as you already spoke about rural India much,
Hmm.
so here's the question for that. So, rural India presents both opportunities and challenges.
Correct.
So, how rural marketing evolved in the recent years,
Hmm.
and what are the innovative strategies have proven it to be successful,
Hmm.
and with the rise of internet, particularly in India?
Yeah. See, my research was on rural consumer buyer behavior towards mobile phone. So I did this research in the year 2009. So then mobile penetration was not much, but they were aware about mobile
All
phones.
was Nokia at the time.
Yes, yes, more of Nokia those days. And then some of them had, very few had Samsung. And uh, on 500 customers I met, probably one or two Apple iPhone I saw, but more about this Redmi, or uh, OnePlus,
Huh.
and less expensive phones. But I also saw that some are still relying on the traditional kind of phones which did not have a smartphone, but to greater percentage they had smartphone. And especially the children of the parents who had old mobile phones with them, which was not a smartphone, they got smartphone for their children because it takes care of their safety. So usually they have to travel a long distance to go to the school and colleges or to work. They used to get this for their children. So it was initially purchased for the sake of safety. Later on it became another device for getting updated about information that's happening. So they have, even rural consumers are better informed consumers these days because of digital platforms that they use to know about product, services, prices, presence of social media, YouTube, and search engines to, to go to sources of resource reaching to make a better purchase. So they also look at reviews. They also compare, like policybazaar.com. You can compare straight away when you're seated in one place. So TripAdvisor is another one. So e-commerce adoption is also happening. There is this growth in online shopping that has been seen even in Indian villages. Like Flipkart is a known brand, Amazon is a known brand, Meesho is a known brand, Mintra is a known brand. So it's not that we urban Indians are doing shopping online. Even rural consumers also going. Yeah, but one challenge is not many of the rural consumers trust this what do you say, cash payment online. Many of them, they opt for COD when it is there. So it is, and even for them it's not easy to access credit cards.
Because Amazon was the first one to bring COD at the time.
Yes, COD. And they still face this credit cards. Not
Mm.
everybody has a credit card. They do have a debit card, but they feel that COD options are significant. Even if you go to village, there is this weekly fair market which happens, so in almost all villages of India. So uh, so you can see that there are people who have put up their stalls. They are selling some products, even they have this money wallets, UPI, transactions are happening. This mobile first behavior you can see in villages. Then digital options, payment options are happening. So I see really good transformation. Only challenges, uh, I mean, COD is something that everybody should try to offer over a period of time. Maybe they will also shift totally to online payments. But then from no knowledge about online business to knowledge about online business, shopping online. All these are happening. These are really good transformation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finally, as a law student, and as
Huh?
well to the people who are watching this interview,
Hmm.
so finally, what message would you like to share with the young marketing students
Hmm.
and who wish to make an impact through responsibility and innovative marketing practices?
Oh, yeah. So today's youngsters like you and many more. So I would only, I would say that you are future leaders. Okay. You hold the power to show how business or particularly ethical business can also generate huge profits. For that, what I will say is certain things are very important, especially the value, with integrity, transparency, and creativity. It's very much important when it comes to responsible marketing. So you should focus on the rules that you make, follow the rules, choose ethical, inclusive, and environmental conscious steps. You avoid manipulation, you respect privacy, you represent people fairly. This is what I will say. At the same time, what I will say is innovation you should not give up it. It should be at the heart of the progress. So what I will say is, use data responsibly, not invasively. So you empathize, in a sense, understand your audience deeply, what they want. Okay, and design campaigns to uplift, include, and inspire in almost all platforms these days, wherein be it rural and urban consumer are also having access to. So think beyond profit. In a sense, consider people, planet, and purpose. Three P's: people, planet, and purpose. So be bold, but at the same time, be always ethical. So I would like to conclude, by saying that so the future of marketing depends on professionals who are both innovative and responsible, and that future begins with you. So somewhere I'd read, stay hungry, stay foolish. So I will say, stay curious, stay ethical, and always market with meaning.
It
This
was
is what I would like to
it was a
say.
very powerful message, and thanks for sharing the insights. And even I learned a lot. So thank you, Professor, to
Uh,
taking the time to join us today. It's been a really insightful conversation. Your thoughts on marketing, consumer behavior, and sustainability gave us a whole new perspective on how businesses can make a real difference. We truly appreciate your time and wisdom, and it's been a pleasure having you on the Voices of Knowledge. Thank you once again, ma'am. Please do subscribe the channel and like and share the video and pen down your comments on the comment section. This is
Thank
Satishankar
you.
J signing off.